Hey guys, what's up? It is Nocturnal Gaming here, and I am going to cover a new loot box event called Operation Cloverleaf. As always, you can check your news and announcements. You'll see any of the upcoming events, and they'll give you a rundown or a breakdown of everything that's going to be available in the spins. So this is a paid and a semi-free event. You can get keys from doing daily missions in Battle Pass. So if you finished Battle Pass already, you may want to reset those and run them again to get some of the free keys there. And then here's all the items that are available. We'll look at the specific crates that you can open in just a little bit. But some good ships here. You got the Graal, the Svarog, the 1164E, the Amagi, Aegis, the Grill, the Anchar, the Batch 2 Donegan, the O39C, DCNS Evolved, the carrier I can't pronounce. Is that the Chick the O7X, the Mantis? I haven't seen that around in a while, so cool to see that one back. That was a pretty expensive legendary helicopter there for a while. HPLS, which is still, in my mind, the meta, because the LY1 isn't allowed in ranked yet, so this is one of the better AAs that's available. I like this combo with the HPLS and Alka. The Lars, which is a good GL. The L52, one of my favorite cannons. The Otvet and the STDV, which is an anti-air missile. A couple of camos. These are reruns. This one here is actually new. We'll look at that one in a little bit. A couple decals. If you're into that, I'm not. So, to access the event, you have the event box here, and scroll down to the Operation Clover. You can see the click here the earn keys, and you'll see the Battle Pass ones. This is for the free keys. You can also go to the store, and you'll see your options here to buy for $3, $15, or $35 for, I think it's 234 keys. Go back to the event. Yeah, and I guess you get more keys as you collect some of these. Are for running the other containers. Go to the open containers, and you'll see your 3 different ones here. You have your just your regular container. Here's your possible events. They show you the drop rates here. The Stingray, the Yotbet, the Shijiao, the new camo, which I think is actually a pretty decent camo. You can see it here. There's a few iterations of this that have been around over the years, and so yeah, pretty decent overall. Some flagship keys you can win on these spins here. So those are just for the normal keys, and then you have the flagship containers. And you have 2 different levels of the flagship containers. So you have the large one, which is the 100 keys, and you have a bit different rewards for that. So this is for some of the higher end prizes, I would assume. So you get the Growl. If you already have it, you get 32,000 in gold. Svarog, 1164E. Just pay attention to drop rates. This one's 0.08. It's not as low as the RG32, but I think you'd have to spin several times to get that. Overall, decent rewards on those. See, on this one, you have the Amagi, which I think is the one I would really want to go for. The drop rate is 0.02. So I'm not sure what that would take. I wouldn't mind having the Amagi again. Seems to sell pretty well. They did buff it recently, so there seems to be a lot of interest in that one. So if you got it, could be a good chance to get some art coin or try to use it again. Because they did get a good buff recently. And then, yeah, I covered this one. So I did buy a few. I'm really more interested, like I have all of this. I only bought a few. I didn't buy many keys on it. One thing I don't like about this event, like the you get odd numbers of keys, and so you can only spend these like the keys cost more. You get less of them, and it takes more to open them. So you got 20 on this one and 100 on this one. So I always end up with like extra keys that I can't use when I do this event. So prefer it to be more like the Deal with the Shadow. I like that format better than this one. I'm generally not crazy about that one with the $35 keys. So going to go ahead and open 10. So it's going to spend 20 keys. Guess I should open my other not crazy about consumables being in there because I can get those with game cash and gold, so I'm not real crazy about that. Did get 100 art coin. Let me see what I got here. I don't have enough to do. You have to really grind the battle pass to get a bunch of keys for that one. So haven't done a whole lot on that one. I don't. Historically, I don't find the drop rates to be as good on the one with the more expensive keys. So your mileage may vary. So I've got, see like a few more over here. I'm going to just do a couple of one-offs here. I spent like $4 for like 30 something keys. I had another one for 8. You could get like 72. Another 100 art coin. So, I really don't like consumables on an event that's this expensive. If you're going to put a consumable on here, make it rank protection. I'd spend some money on that, but anything that I can buy with gold and dollars in the shop, I don't want to see it in a spin that I spent money on. Really don't like that. And especially game cash. I don't know how much I have. Probably 2 billion. Between 1 billion and 2 billion game cash. Like, I don't need game cash. Like, you can take those out. Take these out. Smoke, I guess, is not too bad because the only one you can get smoke in is pretty expensive. So I'm okay with smoke. But the rest of them, I'm really not. So the electronic countermeasures, too, I think that's the one that I spend the 2,900 on. And I only use like the electronic countermeasures and a bunch of stuff in there that I don't use. But I run out of those the fastest. I think it's that one. Or maybe I have to look at it and see. So I know smoke's expensive, so I'm okay with that one. Yeah. So overall, I mean, let's see if you can see what's, yeah, it's not even showing. So nothing major on that. Like I said, between the two events, if I was going to spend some money on it, which I did, I spent like $22 on the deal with the shadow because I wanted that one magma camo. So you can buy the one set of keys for $20 and you can buy the other one for $2. And that was enough to get me to 150 to get the magma camo. So between the two events, if I was going to spend $20 on something, I'm going to spend it on a deal with the shadow. The drop rates were good. I got, good returns on that. With this one, just in general, anytime you see let me see, I missed those, but anytime you see these where it's you go to the store and you buy the keys and they're $35, I haven't had really good success with these. So, not trying to crap on the devs project here, but I'm just not a fan of these, and I don't want to sell you something that, I just want to give you an honest review about it. I'm just not crazy about these. So, if you got some money to burn on it, there's some good rewards out there. I think you're going to have to spend a little bit more to get them as opposed to what I was seeing with the deal with the shadow. I'm going to open these last two and then we will wrap up the video, or 3. So to the devs, I mean, put stuff out there besides consumables or anything that I can buy in the shop with dollars and gold. I'm generally not crazy about. I have a ton of I've got 1.4 billion in game cash. I've got 337,000 gold. I don't need anything that I can buy, in here. So I don't want to see consumables. Like, if you're gonna throw a consumable out there, make it rank protection. I can't get those anywhere else. I drop some coin on those because they're really hard to come by. You can only buy them once a day, and I missed all the level up rewards. So there's like 220 rank protection that I didn't get. Said I already level past them, so you want to make some money on it. That's my suggestion. Outside of that, I say if you're gonna spend, go to deal with the shadow. If you are looking for specific loot box camos that are there, like the St. Patrick's Day one, you're not gonna get another chance to get it. So, and those have sold pretty well. Historically, I've had some of these prior St. Patrick's Day camos, and they have sold really well. So, there you go, guys. That is the Operation Clover review. Yep. Your mileage may vary on it. I'm not a big fan of that one, but let me know. Let me know how it works out for you. If you do spin it, hope you get something good. Cheers, guys. We will see you around.